Hey everybody. Someone on my Facebook page pointed me to this news article. I want to read a little bit of it for you, and then I'm going to show you that these are not new theories. These theories have actually been around for thousands of years. And just like everything else, just like string theory, which they claimed that they discovered in the 1960s and 1970s, was actually a principle in hermetics, the principle of vibration, where everything moves, everything vibrates. So what these scientists are actually doing is they're just simply, they claim they're discovering these things and they're calling them new theories, but they're in fact not new theories. They've been around for thousands of years. Science does not credit the ancients for having discovered these things long before they have. And then, of course, they hide things like the technology of the Great Pyramids. They've come up with all kinds of theories and everything else, and they still can't reproduce what these guys did so long ago. So this article is titled, "Scientists Claim that Quantum Theory Proves Consciousness Moves to Another Universe at Death." A book titled Biocentrism, How Life and Consciousness Are the Keys to Understanding the Nature of the Universe has stirred up the internet because it contained a notion that life does not end when the body dies, and it can last forever. The author of this publication, scientist Dr. Robert Lanza, who was voted the third most important scientist alive by the New York Times, has no doubts that this is possible. Lanza is an expert in regenerative medicine and scientific director of Advanced Cell Technology Company. Before he has been known for his extensive research which dealt with stem cells, he was also famous for several successful experiments on cloning endangered animal species. But not so long ago, the scientist became involved with physics, quantum mechanics, and astrophysics. This explosive mixture has given birth to the new theory of biocentrism, which the professor has been preaching ever since. Biocentrism teaches that life and consciousness are fundamental to the universe. It is consciousness that creates the material universe, not the other way around. Does that sound familiar? Lanza points to the structure of the universe itself, and that the laws, forces, and constants of the universe appear to be fine-tuned for life, implying intelligence existed prior to matter. Sound familiar? He also claims that space and time are not objects or things, but rather tools of our animal understanding. Lanza says that we carry space and time around with us like turtles with shells, meaning that when the shells come off, we still exist. The theory implies that death after consciousness simply does not exist. It only exists as a thought because people identify themselves with their body. And as we have taken a look at the ancients, they all believed that matter, the material universe, is actually hell. And the fact that when we take a look at the human body and the tree of life, the material universe sits at the very bottom in the abyss. It is where people are stuck into. It is what people believe is the most important, and that's the reason why people collect so many things over their lifetime. They think they only have one life and they don't exist after this life. If people would understand that they continue to move on after this, they wouldn't place so much importance on collection of material things during their life that they have here, because they're just going to come back again if they need to, and if they don't, they will not, but they'll move on to some other area. Let's take a look at what the ancients thought. These are utterances from the pyramid texts. When we talk about Osiris, we're actually talking about a division within one larger being, but we're actually talking about on the microcosm, the Osirified people would be those people that have reached higher levels of consciousness. But I want you to see utterance 440 and 442 here. The king asked for admittance to the sky. So this is after someone had passed away. If you love life, O Horus, upon this life staff of truth, do not lock the gates of heaven. Remember, Horus is the door, and we've heard that somewhere else too. He is the only begotten. He is the firstborn out of the unseen universe. So he is the only begotten, he's the firstborn, he is the door. These are the same titles given to Christ as well. The king becomes a star. Truly this great one has fallen on his side. He was in Nedet, was cast down. Your hand is grasped by Re. Your head is raised by the two Enneads. Lo, he has come as Orion. Lo, Osiris has come as Orion. And this is what it is actually describing, is that the king is becoming a star. So what they're referring to is that this person becomes a star. His consciousness moves to another part of the universe, and they believe that they became stars in Orion. Well, I don't have to tell you where is the most logical place to become a star in Orion. Let's take a look at this right here. This is from... It says, he found the soul of Ra there. They embraced each other. The Ba of Re and the Ba of Osiris meet and embrace in Jadu. Jadu is the old town located smack dab in the center of the Nile Delta. And as we have seen, the Nile Delta is a copy of the trapezium. The reason they used these towns, these things as allegories, is because they are, in a way, the same as what we see when we look at it to the trapezium of the Orion Nebula. Jadu is located in the same place where they would actually go, which is at the very top here, and we see this down here at the bottom. I've gone up by means of the staff, which is in the place where his soul is found. I have gone up on the ladder with my foot on Orion and my arm uplifted. Okay, and then we take a look at this. And this is from Blavatsky. The invisible assumed a form when he called the universe into existence, says the Zohar. And of course, you know the Zohar is that's Kabbalah. The Book of Splendor. The first light is his soul, the infinite, boundless, immortal breath, under the efflux of which the universe heaves its mighty bosom, infusing intelligent life throughout creation. And I've got a copy of what I was showing you right here. So the soul, first light, coming out of the primordial waters. Where would that be? Where would he go to become a star in Orion? He would be at the Orion Nebula is where he would be. Now we'll take a look at this right here. The ancient sun worshippers regarded the Great Spirit as a nature god identical with nature, and the sun as the deity in whom the Lord of life dwells. Gama is the sun, according to the Hindu theology. Do you see anything new about these theories? They say that these theories are new, but they're not new at all. The sun is the source of the souls and of all of life. Agni, the divine fire, the deed of the Hindu, is the sun, for the fire and the sun are the same. Ormats is the light, the sun god, or the life giver in the Hindu philosophy. The souls issue from the soul of the world and return to it as sparks of fire. But in another place it is said that the sun is the soul of all things, all that is proceeded out of it, and all will return to it, which shows that the sun is meant allegorically here and refers to the central, invisible sun, whose first manifestation was Sephira, the emanation of En Sof, light and short. And this is the first emanation right here, and it is the closest central invisible sun to us. It is the black hole, and it has all of the archetypes and everything showing that this area is what was being referred to. When you become a star in Orion, this place right here, the Orion Nebula, actually creates stars. And as we can see, this area, and as I've shown you many times before, is the area which is the first, which is Sephira, the emanation of En Sof. And I looked, and behold, a whirlwind came out of the north, and a great cloud, and a fire enfolding itself. Does that sound like our sun in the sky? No. It is a whirlwind. It is the black hole. And this is where people go afterwards. This is why Horus is the door. The door is the pillar that sits right here. The door into the other universe, or it gets reissued from here and moves back and reincarnates again. So all of these things that are mentioned in here, where they say this explosive mixture has given birth to the new theory of biocentrism, these are not new, folks. These have been around for thousands of years. You guys take care, and I'll talk to you soon.